Shopping and supermarket. What are the opening hours in Germany? The hot and often discussed topic of opening hours in Germany. It is regulated in the Shop Closing Act, Lad School G, of the individual federal states. Until 2005, uniform rules applied nationwide for the opening hours of individual retail stores. Since 2006, each federal state regulates this independently. However, the differences are only minor and you probably won't even notice them as a tourist. Probably the biggest nuisance in Germany are holidays and Sundays. The general rule here is Sunday rest, and you're standing in front of almost every retail store in Germany, in front of closed doors. Only very specific businesses are really allowed to open here. These are, for example, gas stations, pharmacies and bakers. So why are shops closed on Sunday in Germany? The background to the strict Sunday rest is, on the one hand, that it is a Christian holiday is prohibited to work on. On the other hand, the strict German law applies here. Occupational Health and Safety Act, which, as a rule, is intended to guarantee employees in normal occupations a work-free Sunday. My opinion? For me, on the verge of being an imposition, everything is closed on Sundays and you can't afford certain things, but really only basics, of the daily need only on petrol stations or snack bars for twice the price. And we're really only talking basics here. If you are tinkering in your garage on a Sunday morning and you are missing a screw, glue, paint or something else special, then you might have a good neighbor who can help you out. Otherwise bad luck and you can tinker on the next weekend if this Sunday is not on one of the 4 open Sundays like in Bavaria or one of the 8 open Sundays like e.g. in Berlin falls. Your wife cooks the roast of the century and she notices at 11 o'clock that she no longer has the special spice in the house. Here, too, the nice neighbor can help out, otherwise it looks really bad with the success of the roast and the associated domestic peace. I can continue the list endlessly, but I think everyone understands what is meant. And of course I am for a liberalization of this law, so that please every entrepreneur himself considers and decides whether he wants to open his shop or rather traditionally closed. For large companies such as supermarket chains and for example DIY stores with many employees, it cannot be so difficult to find a special arrangement, e.g. 100% Sunday surcharge, or only 10 to 14 o'clock. On the other hand, I have to say that people are so used to this that I hardly think about it anymore. But one thing is and remains a fact. I myself and certainly the majority of the German population buys much more on Friday or Saturday than you actually need. This results in a higher spoilage of only short-lived foods such as fruit, vegetables and meat, and a certain part of it ends up in the bin on Tuesday or Wednesday, because you have no time from Monday or after work to prepare them. And that really doesn't have to be the case. In the following table I show you clearly for which stores you can plan a visit on which day until when. I chose the 2 federal states with the most different opening hours, Berlin and Bavaria. Special case Christmas and New Year's Eve. On these 2 days, i.e. 24.12 and 31.12, normal shops such as supermarkets, DIY stores and specialist shops may only be open until 1400. For gas stations and shops in train stations, of course, the holiday rules apply, so may also open longer.